Now, what I'm saying here is go on the Make Lifestyle Changes report. It lists acidophilus as one of the first things you do to boost your immune system. It'll be talking about the very strong capsules of like 50 billion in one dose. That's
Okay.
powerful. So it's a powerful probiotic.
Yes.
It's called probiotic 1050. You get 30 capsules. Its stock number at Better Health Herbs is 2621A like apple. A like apple. That's 2621A like apple is the stock number of that probiotic that is very powerful. One in the morning, one at night, you got it. That'll take care of it. And now,
Okay.
yes, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna let someone get in, but I all praises be to the Most High. The 1084T, I live by it. The doctors, they are so amazed within 7 months, the mass the size of a grapefruit in my upper lung and in my lymph nodes and on my liver. I had one the size of a dollar piece. All of that is gone. And that was because I diligently did the work, put in the time, and did the lifestyle changes. So the listeners who are out there listening, no one has to die. No one has to die. You have to take your life into your own hands and listen to the Most High because He's talking and He's got His people out there. And Dr. Truman, you are one of them, and so is Brittany, and so is Elder Ricard, and all of those that affiliate together. We shall stand. And shalom.
All praises to the Most High. Thank you, Sister Florenstein. Stay blessed. I know you are. You are limitlessly blessed with His love and His mercy. All praises to the Most High. Thank you for coming back on again and taking the time to share your walk with the Most High and the fact that that walk made you healed. All praises to the Most High.
Shalom.
Shalom. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to see if I can find. You want to open those mics again? That if you have something that you want to share or ask or say, please press your star key on your telephone 2 times. I'll go for another open mic. We want to make sure everyone has a chance to say what they want to say and hear what they want to hear. Please. I see an open mic down there in 805. What is your question, topic, or suggestion, please?
Hello, Doctor. My name's Tom. My sister just came from the doctor, and they said that she had pneumonia. Now, should she get a test on that for the coronavirus?
She should try.
They said no.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but the doctor says no, you don't need it. I was sort of concerned about that.
Yeah, I no, and you don't, I want to caution people from going to the doctors, because if you go to the doctor with the regular flu or a fever that they not sure what you got, you could be quarantined right there. You go to the doctor, they'll lock you in your house for 2 weeks to make sure you don't have coronavirus. You want to be careful of these doctors because they're going to lock you up. So what you want to do is get that coronavirus kit that I mentioned. That's
right.
That's one of the things that you want to do. And when you get that colloidal silver water generator, you want to get a nebulizer, something that's going to put this, that you can put this colloidal silver water, that you can put in and put it into the air. You want to be able to breathe this colloidal silver water into the lungs, because it will destroy the virus in the lungs, whatever virus, because it don't know a coronavirus from any other virus. It just kills all viruses, period. And that's why drinking it and breathing it, if you have pneumonia, and maybe put a little bit of eucalyptus oil in that nebulizer so you can breathe that as well. Did that answer your question? And did that answer your
I
question?
was going to ask.
Go ahead.
Yes. Why is it 1084? You said.
Yes, 1084 is one of the herbs in the coronavirus kit. You really want the whole kit, and you want to get some lozenges, zinc lozenges, that she can suck on 2 or 3 of those, or 3 or 4 of them a day. But you want that whole kit. You want that colloidal silver water generator. You want that number 1084 that's in that kit, and the other, and the immune support formula. And if this is hitting the lungs, yeah, we talked about what's in that kit. We talked about the 1084. There's 8 ounces of that. There's 2 ounces of the 1126 cold virus flu formula that used to be called the anti-plague formula. There's 2 ounces of that in there. There's 2 ounces of super immune support, and you're going to go for about 30 drops 3 times a day. You know, you can, if you have any symptoms, and if you're just doing it prophylactically, then you're going to go for maybe 10 to 20 drops twice a day of the CVF or the immune support formula. You're going to go for a small dose. But if you've got any symptoms, you're going to go for a big dose. 30 drops 3 times a day is a big dose. And with the 1084, the cancer formulation, that Florenstein used, you're going to use a half a teaspoon under your tongue, and then chase it with a little bit of water or tea. And finally, there's that the antibiotic. So that number 1018. So these are all the things that are in the kit, and you get it all in one kit. And the kit is number 444. That's 4 fours, 4444, and that's the number of that kit. And it's about $160. And if you say GOCC to them, they give you a 20% discount. So and it's a bargain.
Yeah, doctor.
Go ahead.
Doctor, I do have the generator already, and I was going to ask you.
Then ask for the.
Brittany told me.
Go ahead.
No, Brittany told me that she makes 16 ounces in about 30, 40 minutes. 16 ounces in the amber jar or bottle at 500. The strength of 500.
Yes.
Now you say a gallon. What strength is that?
Anything over 10 parts per million, you don't need. All it takes is 10 parts per million. That you're making a super strong dose at 500 parts per million is simply a saturation, an attempt at saturation of silver. It's really not necessary, but she makes it that strong so that when she bottles it and people use it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months later, it's still strong enough. It hasn't dropped out of solution. That's why she charges about $30 a quart, or $60 a quart. And for 16 ounces, it's $30. $30 for 16 ounces. Of course, you can get your 20% discount off of that, but that's what she does. She makes a strong batch so that it'll last. If you're making it at home, you can make a gallon in 40 minutes. I can make 16 ounces, half a quart, in 10 or 12 minutes. and it's all I need. I see a cloud, and I don't even have a meter. I see a cloud. I know I've got more than 10 parts per million if I can see a cloud of silver, submicroscopic particles of silver swimming around in that water, carrying an electric charge opposed to each other. And they're just, and you
How
never want
about,
to,
does it change color?
I'm sorry, say again?
Does it change color? Does some of it turn a little more of a yellow or
Yes, or a silvery. You see, it'll start out silvery, and if it sets for 3, 4, 5, 6 days, it'll probably go a little bit yellow, and that's plenty strong.
okay,
Go
so it's
ahead.
okay. I was saying, so it's okay. Well, you weren't sure, because I have some that I bought like 6 years ago, and some were sort of clear, and some had a little yellow to it. So, and it was 20 when I bought it. It was 20. What do you call it? ppm?
Yes, parts per million. Yes,
No, is that's strong enough?
yes. 20 parts per million is double what you need.
Okay. Um, and well, I really enjoy your calls, so I'll get off so somebody else can talk, and I will get that kit also.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
so you're going to want the kit 4447 without the generator, because you already have a generator, and that'll be about
Yeah,
$89 or something like that, and then you're going to get your 20% discount off of that, and then
I told you to go call in. Yeah, but I'm gonna be calling for that.
so that's 4447. That's the kit without the generator. Okay.
thank
All
you.
right. All praises to the Most High. All right, I'm looking for an open mic again, because I want to make sure and help everyone and answer everyone's questions. If you have a question, if you are up there in Baton Rouge at area code 225, your mic is open. How can I be helpful? Baton Rouge, area code 225-205. Your mic is open. Did you have a question? Okay, I will wait for, I see another area code in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Your mic is open as well. Area code 225-205-95. 7, and I won't say the last. Your mic is open. Do you have a question? In Louisiana, do you have a question? Nope. Okay. All right. I don't see any mics open at the moment. So if you have a question or a topic, please press your star key 2 times. I want to make sure and answer your question. And I see.
Oh, doctor.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, I'm sorry. This is Tom again. I was going to ask you I'm sorry, it just escaped me.
I understand. That's okay. It'll come back to you.
Oh yeah, I got it.
There it is.
I got it. I just email you. See if I can get the recording of this session.
Perfect, because I can do that for you. I always
Okay.
take a recording of this broadcast and I publish it up on Facebook under the herbalhealthreview.com. And let me decline that call. And so yes.
I don't have
Facebook. Yeah,
Facebook.
I don't like Facebook. They're not good people. I really don't like them. But I've got thousands of people. I've over 5,000 people that are subscribed to me there, and they go there to ask me questions. So I try to keep up with that and honor, their need. And so that's why I go there. So yeah, all you have to do, folks, if you want a copy of any of these broadcasts, because I've got them all in audio, and that So my email address is Truman, Truman, at herbalhealthreview.com, just like the website, herbalhealthreview.com. Truman at herbalhealthreview.com. Just email me, ask for a copy of any of these broadcasts. I will send it back to you in an email. Okay?
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
All praises to the Most High. Okay, I'm looking for open mics, and is there anybody that has any question? I don't see any more open mics, so it looks like we are ready to talk about subjects that people have asked Prophet Elijah for us to talk about them. So let's go over here to Prophet Elijah. And where is Prophet Elijah? See if I can find that. Scott. Okay. Where's Prophet Elijah? All calls. I'm going to find Prophet Elijah. Well, I think I wrote it down actually, so I don't have to do that. I can get out of here, get back to here. So let's take a look and see some of the things that we weren't able to take care of. So last time, and it was cellulitis. Cellulitis was one thing that we weren't able. So let's go talk about cellulitis and answer that question. Okay, cellulitis, remedy, cellulitis remedy, doctor. Enter. Okay, I'm bringing up some information regarding cellulitis and treatments, remedies, and prevention. Let's talk about cellulitis. Okay, we can do that. And here we are talking about cellulitis. Let's bring it over here right on our main screen. And cellulitis. So it's considered to be the most common types of illness caused by staph. You know, a staph infection, a bacteria infection. Cellulitis is painful, sometimes blistering the skin. The infection that affects hundreds of thousands of adults every year in the United States, leading many to search for cellulitis treatment that actually works. While cellulitis symptoms can usually be managed, well, with cellulitis treatment, such as drainage of skin blisters, or sometimes natural antibiotics, especially when caught early. And that's another thing. Let's catch these things early, and let's use natural remedies early. If you're trying all the drugs in the medical system, you're delaying getting real help in many cases. Then you have to go through the gauntlet of the medical system, wanting to do one test after another test after another test. Then they try this drug, then they try that drug. It's not a pretty picture. Let's look at the natural remedies first, not last, and catch it early, because complications due to cellulitis infection are also possible, much like a staph infection. Potentially serious complications caused by cellulitis can include developing large, painful abscesses. Then you got to go to the abscess report. The abscesses report on herbalhealthreview.com and deal with how to get rid of abscesses. And abscesses below the skin and damaging the lymphatic vessels. And then you're really getting into trouble, because then it's going deep. It's getting into the lymph glands and the lymphatic vessels. And then there's permanent swelling of the affected tissue. Permanently destroyed skin tissue. Permanently. And spreading of bacteria through the blood. That's called bacteremia, which is life-threatening. So cellulitis is a serious situation. And if you're wondering if cellulitis is contagious, yes. The types of staph bacteria that cause cellulitis can be transmitted from person to person, or even from animals to people. In some cases, skin-to-skin contact, shaking hands, giving somebody a hug, bam, all of a sudden you got it. You contact with someone who carries the staph bacteria, along with sharing personal items, are two of the most common ways that bacteria are passed from person to person. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, several factors increase the risk of spreading staph bacteria that cause cellulitis. These factors are referred to as the 5 C's, C like cat, the 5 C's. Crowding is an easy way to pick it up. Get into a crowd. Frequent skin-to-skin contact, going around shaking a lot of people's hands, touching a lot of people. That's another C. Crowding, contact. The other C is called compromised skin, such as having open cuts or abrasions. And the other C is contaminated items, contaminated surfaces. And the last C is a lack of cleanliness, not clean enough. It's been found that conditions are common to certain types of work and living spaces make infection more likely. Areas where you're most likely to become infected with staph bacteria, if you don't already have any living on your skin, those areas include schools, dormitories, military barracks, athletic gyms, households, correctional facilities, daycare centers, and sometimes hospitals and veterinary centers. That's where you pick it up. Luckily, there are natural cellulitis treatment options, such as protecting open cuts and practicing good hygiene and treating the infection, and even more. What's the treatment? Well, the treatment is increase the immune function by avoiding antibacterial overkill. Increase the immune function. That seems to be the bottom line for the coronavirus as well. Increasing the immune function. Going to that Make Lifestyle Changes diet system. Looking at the autoimmune system report on herbalhealthreview.com. It tells you how to boost your immune system. Anyway, the resistance that certain strains of bacteria and viruses have developed. You see, these medical doctors, this evil pharmaceutical system has created strains of bacteria and viruses, as I have been warning for over 35 years. I've been warning people that the bacteria and the viruses are becoming resistant. They call it medical drug resistant, MDR. They even have a name for it. They have a label for it because they caused it. They caused it. They treated these bacteria and viruses with their drugs until the bacteria and the viruses could no longer be treated by their evil drugs. And they caused these super bacteria, super viruses like the coronavirus. The medical system created it by giving you their drugs to fight a bacteria and a virus when you should have used natural remedies to destroy it. Then you get these super bacteria and super viruses like coronavirus, and it's tougher to get rid of them. Matter of fact, they have nothing to get rid of them. Then they treat you with whatever drugs they have. And by the time they do this, then you're going to be coming back to them again after they supposedly cured you, because there's no cure. The medical system has no cure. They just drug you and drug you and drug you until you're drugged to death. That's why short-term drugs is the only answer. If you have to use drugs, it's got to be a short term, because after a while, nothing will work. Then they'll put you on something called prednisone. And if you're on prednisone, that is eating you alive, eating you up, and you will dry up and die. Dry up inside out. That is the medical system. That's an evil system. They've developed these bacteria, viruses that antibiotics don't work anymore. And it's it's now considered, cellulitis is now considered a global health crisis. It's antibacterial overkill in the form of taking too many antibiotic drugs for a common illness that you could have used natural remedies for. They're giving these and they're giving this to livestock. And the livestock are becoming antibiotic resistant and getting and dying anyway. Not until they passed it on to somebody else, either someone or something, some other animal. They're causing all this because it's an evil system. Yes. And it's overusing household antibacterial products from a young age. It can all hinder the development of the immune system by altering the composition of the microbiome. These factors contribute to the development of what are being called superbugs or mutated bacteria that we commonly have no way of controlling with drugs, and only a few herbalists really know the answer. Over the course of several decades, Staphylococcus bacteria have morphed into highly antibiotic resistant superbug bacteria. One of them is MRSA, MRSA. and the common bentonite clay, hypothermally altered bentonite clay, will destroy MRSA immediately. If you've got MRSA, they tell you there's nothing you can do about it. You get some bentonite clay, or you use the fiber that I created with bentonite clay, and it kills MRSA. It kills morphed, highly antibiotic resistant superbugs. Because an overexposure to such compounds of these superbugs, and this affects all of us, and is unfortunately not an easy problem to fix with drugs, but with natural remedies, it's as easy as taking some bentonite clay in your diet. When antibacterials and antibiotics prevent the immune system from learning how to defend itself against invaders, the immune system can remain highly reactive throughout the adult years. The concept known as hygiene hypothesis. This makes it harder to prevent bacterial infections because of habits from early youth, including cellulitis or staph infections from developing, and raises the risk for other health problems tied to poor immunity as well, such as allergies, hay fever, autoimmune disorder symptoms, and asthma, for example, all dealt with, we talked about earlier. This all falls together. And that's what the Most High does. I start out in one direction and wind up explaining everything all again in another way. And now you just got to explain allergies again as cellulitis. Balance is everything when it comes to bacteria exposure or viral exposure. So remember that being too clean, aka antibacterial overkill, is not always the optimal route. To build a strong immunity against pathogens, only using antibiotics when completely necessary, breastfeeding infants, and avoiding harsh antibacterial toxins, chemicals, are important steps for maintaining a strong immunity. Also try to only consume grass-fed or pasture-raised meat, or discontinue meat altogether. Probably in this age, you probably want to go without meat. That's right. Just make sure you're taking your B12 and folic acid drops that revitalize every cell in your body. You don't need meat. It takes more energy to break it down and get something out of it. And now, it's so possible that these animals are sick, and you're eating them. Anyway, you don't want any of this. You don't want to eat any meat that's not raised with the use of antibiotics. You don't want farmed fish. You want fish from the wild. You want to avoid farmed fish. And you want to improve your gut health with this super acidophilus we talked about earlier. You want clean. You want to clean and protect open cuts on your skin. tea tree oil on them. Tea tree oil will even help people with diabetic feet where they're going to amputate their toes. You start dabbing tea tree oil on them. The diabetes that they normally would cut the toes off, they don't have to cut the toes off now. That because they're evil and they cut people's toes off when they could just dab tea tree oil on those diabetic toes. And diabetes is a nutritional disease anyway. We have plenty of people who don't have diabetes who went on the Make Lifestyle Changes diet system and looked at the diabetes report on herbalhealthreview.com. They don't have diabetes anymore. That's it. So you want to gently wash your skin, especially if you have any open wounds or cuts. You want to do this daily with a natural antibacterial soap that you can get from betterhealthherbs.com. They have all kinds of soaps and all kinds of salves, all kinds of creams. I invented all these things before, 35 years ago. And they make them. And I don't get anything from the sale of any product. If you don't give me a donation, that's the reason I don't have enough help. I can't hire an assistant because I don't make any money doing what I'm doing. And I give everything I got 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I'm helping the poor, and they can't give me a donation, and I ask them not to. When they explain they can't, then I tell them don't give me a donation. And the people that could give me a donation, some of them do, and some of them don't. And I've got an open mic. Let me go find it. Let me go find the open mic. I'm looking for an open mic here. Let me find it. Let me find the open mic. Okay, I got an open mic in Raleigh, North Carolina, and in Las Vegas, and in Pittsburgh. Do you have a question or something there in North Carolina?
No, I'm just listening. That's all.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Just listening.
No problem at all. No, we love you, man. And mics come open, and it's okay. We're just going to close them. How about in Las Vegas? Did you have a question or a topic or something you want to say? In area code 702-563, your mic is open. Should I close it? I'm closing your mic. In Pittsburgh, area code 412-513, do you have a question or a topic? No question. I'm going to go back to my topic, and I'm still looking. Because if a mic comes open, that means you want to say something. And that's what this is. This is a discussion. You're welcome to open your microphone. And if you do open your microphone, I will answer your question. I don't see any open mics at the moment. I'm looking. I hear one. Sister Felicia, do you have a question?
Yes, Shalom. Dr. Truman.
Shalom, Sister Felicia.
Yes, I was just wondering, how do you get rid of belly fat?
How do you get rid of belly fat? Well,
besides exercise, do you have a herb or something that can help you along? Help burn off
you do a cleanse and a detox, and after you've done the cleanse and detox, then you go over to the weight loss report on herbalhealthreview.com. And when you're over there on herbalhealthreview.com and you clicked on common conditions and you've gone down to on common conditions, you've gone down to weight loss. And then in weight loss, after you've done your first cleanse, with the CAC liquid or the CACT and the fiber that has bentonite clay in it, number 4837. After you've done that for 2 weeks, Then you follow that up with the Diet Master Tea that has green tea in it and hoobarum tea and green tea and rooibos tea and chickweed and Garcinia kombucha and Howdiarco bark and oolong tea and white peony tea and fenugreek seed and a little bit of senna and uber ursi and dandelion leaf and some stevia to give it a good flavor. It's called Diet Master Tea. So after you've done the initial cleanse on Make Lifestyle Changes, then you follow that up, go on the Diet Master Tea. It will help you lose that belly fat. And you take an herb called horse scolin. That herb is number 3677. That helps you flush fat out of your body. Horse-scolin. And number 3677. And the Diet Master Tea, number 4005. And then you're going to take some herbal chromium, because chromium and the herbal chromium takes the fat and it feeds it to the pancreas, and the pancreas gives you more insulin, which helps diabetics, and it flushes the fat out of the body. Chromium.
Wow.
So those are the three things. I'm going to give you one more thing, and that's it. And say goodbye to belly fat. Do some walking, do a little exercising, so that you keep it off and it doesn't come back. Because that's one thing. Fat cells don't die. You can get rid of them and they come back. You can get rid of them and they come back. That's what they do. But
that's right.
But now you know about the things that make them go away. And it's called raspberry ketones. Raspberry ketones number 2522. Because raspberry ketones are found in raspberries and significantly aid in weight loss. It blocks fat by encouraging the body to use fat, just like the chromium does, instead of storing it. It encourages hormones that metabolize fats and gives you more energy. This raspberry ketones helps suppress the appetite and aids in breaking down fat molecules to be used for fat metabolism. So that's it, 4 things. But first, get into the Make Lifestyle Changes, then do those 4 things that are in the weight loss report on Herbal Health Review under common conditions. Okay?
Great. I got one more question I have to ask you. Okay, I had purchased some bitter almonds, and they came in, and they're very small and white color. And I wanted to know, how many can I eat of them a day?
About 15 of those a day. Same thing with apricot kernels, because you're getting B17. B17 is a deficiency that causes cancer. That's why the government got rid of bitter almonds, and they're really hard to find.
I ordered them. I ordered them from another country.
Exactly. You can't get them from America where they're got a depopulation agenda, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on. You want apricot kernels? You want 15 of those a day? Or if you've got bitter almonds, lucky you, that's B17. That's a deficiency of it causes cancer, which is why They
I got a whole.
outlawed it.
They came in a nice. I got a nice big bunch of them.
Good.
For like $20. It wasn't bad.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I got a nice big bunch. So I store them in the refrigerator. Is that good? Still in the Ziploc pack.
I store my nuts in the refrigerator or seeds. I put them in the freezer, and they're
Okay,
good
so
in freeze them.
So can I freeze them? Because there's
Yes.
I got a whole bunch of them.
Yes, they'll keep forever if you freeze them.
Okay, I'm gonna freeze them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, great,
Okay.
great.
All right, bless you, sister.
And I'm going to get that flu kit too. I talked to Brittany about that.
Great.
So
I want you to have that because
yeah, I'm getting all
we
that.
got to keep you around. Bless you, sister.
Yes. Yes. And all praise to the Most High. I'm waiting for a nice big box of herbs coming now from Texas.
Well, I know this is helping you, and I know you're feeling better. You just keep up the good work.
Yeah.
I want to hear another testimony from you, just like I did Sister Florenstein again today, that she don't have stage 4 lung cancer the size of a grapefruit. It's gone. Stage 4 cancer.
Yes,
Gone.
but I have a testimony. That I did the bitten clay cleanser, the colon and liver and blood cleanser,
Yes.
and I did the gland rejuvenator.
Good.
I did that.
Mhm.
And I went back to my doctor. I had the high cholesterol. That's gone. My blood work, all my levels are all where they're supposed to be.
Wow.
And all praise to the Most High, because I was battling with that cholesterol and all that. That's all gone.
Oh, well, see, you did the work and you kept the faith.
Yeah, and the weight's coming off.
And the weight's coming off, and now you've got some more tools. So you do a few more tools, you'll get just where you want to be, and
Yeah.
and that makes you able to.
All praise to the Most High, and I thank the Most High for you, Dr. Truman. You've been a blessing in my life. I thank you for him, putting you in my life. And most definitely, if the Most High willing, I plan to be around for the grandchildren and the kids, and to do some work in the kingdom.
Oh, praise it to the Most High. Keep up the good work. You are doing a wonderful job, and
yes, and my blood pressure is leveled, is stays with at one particular level now. So I'm working on that. Me and Brittany's working on that. So I can definitely it will just be gone.
Oh, praise it to the Most High. You keep up the good work. All right, that's wonderful.
All right, thank you.
Shalom.
All praises.